How you guys doing? Good morning. So today we are going to cover Blue Roses Falling, an original piece by Jake Shimabukuro, and I think most of you guys know who that is. So I normally don't teach his songs, but this is kind of a special situation. So actually, what I did was I talked to Jake, so he's going to send me a video of himself playing the song up close, so we can kind of use that as reference. But I will be honest, and I'll tell you guys now, when I do teach the song, I'm going to commit more to the song itself instead of trying to commit to exactly how Jake plays it. And the reason for that is, he does use a lot of techniques that we haven't learned yet, so if that's the case, if he uses a technique that you can't do, then you're gonna get stuck on that part, okay? But I think we have enough, we covered enough solo techniques, like episode 65, The Secret. We could play that whole song just using that technique. But we'll see what he sends us. If you guys know Jake well, you know that he plays the same song differently all the time. So we'll see what we get. But I wanted to just get us started because I don't know how long I'm gonna wait for this video. But I will see him tonight, so maybe I'll tell him, give him the ukulele, just play it. Okay, so we'll see how that works. But for now, because we're gonna eventually get into playing this song as a solo arrangement, it's not a bad idea to learn the chords and the melody separate, okay? So on the board in purple, I have the chords, G chord, D, C with F sharp, or C major sharp 11 chord. Sounds hard, but it's not that hard. D, do that twice. D da da da, D da 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 da. D. Okay, next part. E minor da da da, E minor da, E minor major 7, E minor 7, da 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 da, A sus, and A. Okay, so we'll go over the chords, and then we have the notes. And B A G, F sharp, sharp G A G, B C D. Okay, we do that again. So I'll cover it slowly. Let's get started. Oh, that's right. And I got a special guest. I have a new assistant. So I'll get there when we get there. All right, let's do it. Okay, so you guys should know most of the chords already, okay, but let's just run through them. G chord, D chord, okay, C, we'll just call it a C with F sharp. C chord, add your F sharp note, just like this, okay, and then D, okay, back to the beginning, G, D again, C with the F sharp, and your D chord. Okay, and then I add a B7 right here, just adding your baby finger right here, right before we go into the E minor section, okay? And now let's get there. E minor, okay? E minor major 7, all we're gonna do is take our third finger here and move it here. You can do that by bending this finger down, or if you want, you can also move this up, move this down, however you want to do it, okay? The other thing too is, in this case, the E minor major 7 is actually over an A melody, so normally you could play the open A because it's the melody. E minor 7 looks like this. Okay, just like a G G7 without your pointer finger. And then for the A, I'll just show you guys the regular A sus and A we're going to use, and it's based off of the G chord. Move it to the right, G sharp, right here, A. Okay. So now if I bend my ring finger down like this, and I add on that high D, this becomes an A sus, or A sus4, and then you lift it up, and you got your A, okay? So from the top we go G, D, now your C with F sharp, oh this way, sorry, C with F sharp, and D, one more time, G, D, okay, your C with F sharp, and D, B7, E minor, major 7 with the A, E minor 7, A sus, and A. Okay, so if you need to rewind, you can rewind. And the notes should be simple, right? Hopefully it's simple. I don't think I need to explain this too much. B, A, G, F sharp. You should know, right? F, move one space to the right, F sharp. Okay. And then F sharp, G, A, G. And then E, D, C, D. Okay, E, F sharp, G. Oh, I'm sorry, back to the beginning. F sharp, G, A, G. E, D, C, D. Okay, and then the B7. Now, next part. E, F sharp, G. And then we're going to go to B, A. And I use this B over here. E on the 7 on the E string. And then A. And the reason why I do this is just to slide. Down, 2, 3, down. Okay, I kind of like that. And then B, 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 A, B, B, C sharp, high D, high C sharp. Okay, so playing the notes should be no problem. Now you got maybe a couple of chords you got to work on. But I think the more important part is the phrasing and understanding when to place or where to place each note. And now that I have an assistant, I can provide that knowledge for you guys by, well, let me just get into it. All right, I'm gonna need some help with this next part, so I'm gonna call on my assistant, newest assistant. I don't really know what to call him yet. Bruce Jr.? Junior? All right. Please welcome Junior Shimabukuro. Hey.
Yo.
All right. Should be fun.
Hey.
So now, instead of doing this alone, I have my own personal assistant.
Hey.
Co-host. That's right. Co-host. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to do the strumming. And Junior's going to do the picking so you can hear both parts. Okay, so before we actually put it together as a solo arrangement, it is pretty important to understand the melody and the chords. So here we go. All right, nervous? Come on. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Talented and good looking.
Hey.
Wow.
Come on.
All right. Junior Shimabukuro.
That's it?
That's it?
What?
Come on. Come on. Stop trying to take my job.
Oh.
All right, so I hope that helped. Let me know. Leave a comment and let me know if you find this helpful or more distracting. I don't know. It is fun for me to have someone else to work with. But I don't know. I'll leave it up to you guys. You guys let me know. So, to wrap up, okay, you guys know the chords, you guys know the notes. play along, just keep rewinding. If you want to practice the picking, play it back, follow Junior. Want to practice the strumming, play it back, follow me. And you should have both parts, okay? And if you want to go ahead and try to put the song together as a solo arrangement, go for it. Just use that technique, you know, the G chord. So I guess you could hit the first chord because there's no melody there. And use that technique. G, A, G, F sharp, and sharp, G, A. This one. Okay. Why do we go up like this? And the reason is the melody is G. And if you guys remember when I talked about solo arrangements before, you either want to use your index finger and start with the melody, or if you use your thumb and go down, you want to actually make sure that the melody is the last note you play. Okay, in this case, it's kind of a different situation because I could, okay, if you look at my middle finger here, I could move it to G, but now we won't hear the F sharp, okay? And that F sharp gives that melody a lot of color. So the only G I really have that's available is this top G. Okay, so I use my thumb, and now you can hear this G right here. Okay. Alright, so it's kind of a new technique, but it shouldn't be that hard. Just drag your thumb up. So, time, G and up, and there you go. And there we go. Okay, so we'll stop there. So if you want to follow along, you can. But if you want to try to sound it out, figure it out on your own, you can, okay? I think it's going to be, hopefully we'll get the video soon and we'll get rolling, but it doesn't hurt. I think this will actually help you a lot. Just take the head start, go for it, and I'll see you guys soon. All right, you guys, have a good one.